What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. The Thunder, the Nuggets, two best words in sports, Game 7 is coming. It's coming on Sunday. I'm making this video on Friday. This will be a little bit of a prediction video and kind of a just overall conversation about this series because this has been awesome basketball. These games have, with the exception of Game 2, have all been super close until the very end. And this is what you expect when you have two MVP candidates trying to vie for the best players in the world, both their teams trying to drag them into the Western Conference Finals. This is what we love about basketball. I think this series has been tremendous. I don't think there's any other way to put it. It's been the best series in the playoffs thus far. You have Denver, who comes out and steals Game 1 in like heroic fashion, right? Denver goes crazy. Aaron Gordon, game-winning 3. He's been awesome all playoffs long. Then you get Game 2 where OKC comes back and just stomps the hell out of them, which was a very much needed win for them. Obviously, you can't go down 2-0. Then Denver wins Game 3 in overtime where they basically steal that one too. OKC blows it in the clutch. Now OKC's down 2-1. Then they got to go win another. They got to go try to win a game in Denver, which is hell on earth. Well, I guess it's freezing over there, but still hell on earth for other teams to try to play through. And OKC gets a really tight, close game finish. They win. They pull one out. Game 5, same thing. They pull it out again. It's thinking, okay, maybe they're about to rattle off 3 in a row and go on to the Western Conference Finals. Nope. Denver comes back, gets tremendous performances from Jokic. Jamal Murray plays well. Julian Strawther has a huge Game 6. Just like that, what was it, 4-minute stretch where he had like 10 or 12 points. Just hits a couple threes. I think it was like 2 or 3 threes that he hits. Just uplifts them. That was the push, was the Julian Strawther stuff. And then obviously you have Murray, Gordon, Jokic, all the guys that kind of chip in and do what they do. This has been awesome, right? Like, we've seen great games from Shea. We've seen awesome games from Jokic. We've seen great games from Chet. We've seen a couple really good games from JDub. We've also seen a lot of bad games from JDub. We're going to talk about that. Michael Porter Jr. has been missing for most of the series. His injury is clearly hampering him pretty damn bad. This is just coming down to two teams that are just in a war with each other. And I'm going to be honest, if you were to pick the winner for this game, there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer to this. Both these teams are very deserving to move on to the Western Conference Finals. Both of them are legit. It's my personal opinion. It's what I think. I think as fans, we can't lose unless you're a Thunder fan or unless you're a Nuggets fan. It's the only two. One of those sets of fans is the only one that's going to lose here. The rest of us that just enjoy the game, this is going to be awesome. I think when we've seen essentially 5 out of 6 games come down to the wire, Game 7 should be more of the same. Right, that should be more of the same. It's in Oklahoma City. They obviously earned that 1 seed with a tremendous season. And this game should be something that has a lot of things going multiple different ways. To where OKC's young, has most of their players have never seen a Game 7. Denver, pretty much the entire team, for the most part, like at least the starting 5, has seen a couple Game 7s at this point. They've been in a couple wars. They know what this atmosphere is going to be like, and they got to go on the road. So OKC is going to be that young team, first time here. How do they handle it? They're going to be having obviously the home court advantage with the fans and just the energy of the arena will be backing them. You know, OKC's been waiting so long for this. And then Denver is that just experienced, hard-nosed, grizzled team that's been there, done this, and knows how to win these games. You have a team that's never been in one, and you have a team that's done it several times. That's going to be something with a young team at home against a team that knows how to win these games. That's going to be special. And I think if you're OKC, you got to be feeling like, damn, we should have won this series already, because in my opinion, they blew 2 games. Denver, in my opinion, blew 1 game. I think it was Game 5 where OKC was down 8 in the fourth quarter, came back, won by 7. There are just swings of these games just are altering the series every single time. And that's the stuff when you have two really damn good teams. OKC obviously has maybe a little bit more depth at this point because they'll play 8 or 9 guys. Denver's like we're playing 6 or 7 at most for the most part. Like at least 5 guys are getting heavy minutes, and then we got a couple guys to give a break here and a break there. This is just the ultimate contrast of styles to where one team is centric around their big man, the other team is centric around their guard, but also has a ton of other really good players that play off of that and can do their own thing. Denver has a lot of the same thing too, a little bit, to where Murray and Christian Brown can play some ball. There's good things to look at on both sides. I think the one thing, if you're OKC, I'll talk about this one first, that you have to get something great out of is JDub. Jaylen Williams has had, like I said, he's had 2 good games and 4 stinkers. He has to have a big game. I'm not saying he's got to go out there and drop 35, 10, and 7. Just give you 26 and 6 on effective shooting, because the shooting splits the last 3 games, he's like 10 for 43 overall. Not from 3, from the field. 10 for 43. He's like 23% shooting overall in the last 3 games. You're not going to win a lot of games doing that. They won 2 of them magically. But if they want to win this game 7, he's got to be way better than what he's done. Because I'm a big fan of JDub. I think he's settling a little bit too much for threes a little bit. Not so heavy on the threes, but more mid-range. I think he needs to be going to the rim more and more and more. He does have a really tough matchup oftentimes with Aaron Gordon, who's a big physical body that can stay in front of people. So like you can understand why he's struggling to a degree. But at the end of the day, Denver's switching a lot. You need to be going to the rack. And if Jokic is back there, if I'm the other team, I'm not scared of that rim protection. So he should be going to the rim and applying rim pressure 90% of the time he has the ball. Take a couple mid-range, couple threes. The rest of it, we're going in. We're trying to finish in through contact, trying to get fouled. That's what he needs to do. He finishes really well when he puts his mind to it and does it. These last 3 games, though, have been bad. Like you have game 6 where he's 3 for 16 in a game that was basically got swung by Julian Strawther, right? You have game 5, he's 5 of 14. Hits a couple threes. One of them was pretty clutch down the stretch, but still, we can't be 5 of 14. Game 4, 2 of 13. You can't have a 2 of 13 game in game 7. Your team more than likely will not win. That's something, and I'm harping on JDub here, and there's certainly other guys you could talk about that need to elevate a little bit. Like Chet needs to be a little bit more aggressive on both sides of the ball. Obviously, defensively, he can't match up with Jokic. Jokic is too damn big, but that's 98% of the league really can't match up with him. Well, 100% honestly, but at least size-wise, he just has the disadvantage there. But offensively, settling a little bit too much. He's got to be one that's trying to look and get his shot. But JDub is, if he's the second guy on this team, which he has been for most of this year, they got to get something better out of him. We can't have 3 for 16, 5 for 14, or 2 for 13. You got to have, what was his game 3 where they lost and they blew that overtime when they kind of iced him out at the very end for some reason. He was 11 for 21, 32 points. So what was it, 7 of 8 from the line, 3 of 7 from 3. That's the stuff. They don't need necessarily that, but they need something better than 3 of 16 and that stuff. If they're going to pull this out, he has to step it up. So otherwise, he's going to be this young guy that's carrying this reputation of a playoff dropper, which you don't want. And obviously, if OKC loses, there's going to be conversations like, oh, we got a treasure chest. We got JDub. He's been failing every time we play in the playoffs. Let's go trade for Giannis. That'll be a conversation that happens if they lose this game. I promise you, if JDub doesn't play well. Chet, like I said, he needs to be more aggressive. Needs to look for more of a shot. He's way bigger than every damn player out there. Go out there, use your length. He needs to do that. And if you're the Nuggets on the flip side, you have to get something from players other than Jokic. You just got to get an average game out of those guys, and he can pull you out of it. They can't have Murray go 7 for 25 or whatever he was in game 5. They can't have a game like that. Michael Porter Jr. can't be just a ghost out there. He can't be 0 for 7 from the field with 2 rebounds and negative 14 on the game. You cannot get that from him. Aaron Gordon, I really don't have any concern with. He's been the dude that's just steady and uplifting the entire time. Christian Brown, he's got to hit some threes. He's got to do it attacking in transition like he does. That's been something that he excels at. I think he's been really awesome in this playoff series and the playoffs in general. And then you're going to have your guys. Like, is Julian Strawther going to have another game like that or another stretch like that? Odds aren't very high, but that could be a huge confidence boost for a young guy going into a Game 7. I just cooked in Game 6 and uplifted my team to a dub. That's very positive for him. Does Westbrook... There's the thing with Westbrook where it's like, is it the devil on the shoulder or the angel on the shoulder? Which one are you going to get? I don't know. I love Russ. Always been a fan of him. Most OKC Thunder fans still very big fans of his. ultimately, it's going to come down to more than likely what the other guys do. Your stars are going to have to be stars, but your other guys are going to have to step up. Somebody's got to carry the other part of the weight. If it's just Jokic, we've seen in the games where Jokic has exploded in this series, Denver has lost. In the games where he's gotten help, they've won. Now, on the flip side, the games that Shea has played well and nobody else has, they've lost. In the games that Shea's played decent and the other guys played well, they won most of those. So there's just that side of the coin where both teams are going to need to get something from the other guys. And like I said earlier, one of these teams never been here, probably doesn't really know quite what to expect. One of these teams been here several times. If you wanted to lean towards experience, obviously you would go Denver. If you want to lean towards the factors of best team in the NBA pretty much all season long, home court advantage, they're obviously 3-3 in the series, you probably lean OKC. Now, I'm going to lean OKC because of the home court advantage. I think if this young team plays into that, and like Jamal Murray did in Game 6, he fired the crowd up with just effort, defense, and finishing and offensive rebounding. He did certain things that just amped the crowd all the way up, and it felt like OKC couldn't match that energy. OKC's going to need that from somebody. I don't know if it's JDub who can get the crowd going, if it's Shea, obviously. There's Caruso who can get the crowd going. Chet can get the crowd going. They have the big advantage on that side. They had the best record all season long. They had one of the best defenses ever, if not the best. I would pick them to win this game. But am I at all going to be shocked if Joker goes out there and has like 46, 26, and 12? No, not at all. If he backpacks Denver to a dub and they get progress out of Jamal Murray and they get something from Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon chips in, they could very well win this game. It can go either way. I'm going to lean towards this is the moment this young team gets over that hump. So, I don't know. If you disagree, let me know in the comments who you got winning and why. What do you think it is? If it's the experience factor, totally get it. I'm taking a risk here, I think, in a team that's never done it. But if you ain't going to do it now, when are you going to do it? So, there's a lot to go into there. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you like this kind of content. Please like the video. I just want to see an awesome Game 7. And if we get another one that comes down to the final minute, that'll be all we can ask for as fans. So, but that's all I got for you. I'm done. Peace.